Avalakki or poha, also known as flattened or beaten rice, is a staple Indian breakfast. It is a healthy breakfast option since it is easily digestible and full of essential vitamins and minerals. Food made with avalakki are commonly served to Lord Krishna on his birthday, which is celebrated as Krishna Janmashtami. In this video, I am showing two varieties of avalakki preparations. One savory and other one is sweet. The savory avalakki preparation, it's called as gojju avalakki. So for the gojju avalakki, you need to soak the tamarind first. So here I have taken a lemon sized tamarind. I'll be soaking this tamarind in around one third cup of water. So I'm using a warm or hot water you can use. So soak the tamarind in the water and set aside for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, we need to coarsely ground the poha. So I have taken around 3/4 cup of poha, also known as avalakki. In English it is known as beaten or flattened rice. So I have taken 3/4 cup. So for the gojju avalakki, since we will be coarsely grinding the avalakki, so it's better to use a thick poha. So this is not very thick poha. Since I didn't get a thick poha, I'm using a medium sized poha. So for the gojju avalakki, it's better to use thick poha, as the thin one will become soggy once it is mixed with the tamarind juice. So it's better thick poha. So coarsely ground the poha either in a spice blender jar or a food processor. So you need to just pulse it for 2 to 3 rounds, not more than that. Okay. So this is how you need to grind the poha. So when you feel it with your fingers, it will have a semolina or suji like texture. Okay, so it should be coarsely ground. Next, you need to wash and rinse this ground poha. So for that, better use a strainer. Okay, and line it with a cheesecloth, and then wash and rinse in a running water. Okay, and drain out the water completely. So I'm transferring the ground poha to the strainer lined with cheesecloth. So I quickly wash and rinse and drain out the water completely. So once you have washed and rinsed, so place it on a bowl so that the water drains out completely and set aside. So next, filter the soaked tamarind using a strainer. So squeeze it well so that the tamarind juice is extracted completely. So adding another 1/3 cup of warm water. So to the tamarind extract, add around 2 to 3 teaspoons of jaggery powder. So if you wish, you can decrease or increase the amount of jaggery powder according to your taste level. So if you wish to, or if you like to have spicier gojju avalakki, you can decrease the amount of jaggery powder. So my family likes to have a little bit tangy, sweet and little spicy gujja avalakki. So that's why I'm adding around 2 to 3 teaspoons. Salt to taste. So next add around 1 to 2 teaspoons of rasam powder or sambar powder, or even you can use puliyogre mix powder. So here I am using homemade rasam powder. So we like little bit less spicy. So I am adding around 1.5 teaspoons of rasam powder. So any curry powder, rasam, sambar or puliyogre mix powder you can add. Next I will be tempering the avalakki. So for the tempering, heat a pan or kadai with the 2 teaspoons of oil. I am using coconut oil here. So to this add around 2 to 3 tablespoons of peanuts. Then 1 teaspoon of chana dal. Saute the peanuts and chana dal for a while. Add around half teaspoon of cumin seeds, half teaspoon of mustard seeds, half to 3/4 teaspoon. Let the mustard seeds splutter. Add the curry leaves. A pinch of hing. So this is optional. So once the curry leaves gets fried and the mustard seeds starts spluttering, add this tamarind rasam powder mixture. Let the mixture boil for a while. Next, add in the washed poha. Combine the poha with the tamarind mixture. If you feel it is little dry, you can add water, extra water, but not too much. Around 2 to 4 tablespoons you can add if you feel if it is dry. So once it is mixed well, you can check the taste now, the salt level and the spiciness. If necessary, you can adjust it. Close the lid and let the poha cook for around 2 to 3 minutes on low heat. Okay, so keep the heat low and let it cook for around 2 to 3 minutes. After 2 to 3 minutes, switch off the heat and then you can sprinkle some freshly grated coconut, or even you can use grated dry coconut and mix it. So Gojju Avalakki is ready to serve. For the curd avalakki, I've taken around 3/4 cup of poha. So either you can use thick or medium poha for this, but not thin poha, either thick or medium poha. Wash and rinse the avalakki thoroughly in water and drain out the water completely and set aside. So in a bowl, take around half cup of yogurt or curd. Whisk it well. So to this, either you can add just 1/4 cup of water, but here I am mixing water and milk, so which is around 1/4 cup. In 1/4 cup, half of milk and half of water. So if your curd is not sour, you can just add water. Add a pinch of salt. So washed and rinsed poha. So I have drained out the water completely. So add it to this curd or the yogurt mixture. So for the sweetness, you can either add sugar powder, but I'll be making little bit healthier version. So I'm going to add caramelized banana. So I'll be caramelizing the banana with the jaggery powder. So to caramelize the banana, heat a pan, add around 2 to 3 teaspoons. I have taken around 2.5 teaspoons of jaggery powder. So to this, I'll be adding few drops of water so that the jaggery melts along with the water. Once the jaggery melts, turn the heat low and add in the sliced banana. So I'm using one ripe banana. Cook it for a while. So cook the banana for around 2 minutes on low heat. So here I'm adding around half teaspoon of ghee, which is totally optional. So once the banana is caramelized, switch off the heat and let it cool completely. So once the caramelized banana is completely cool, add it to this curd and avalakki mixture. So mix all these ingredients well. Next, I'm adding 1 to 2 teaspoons of desiccated coconut. Set this aside for 5 minutes so that the poha gets soaked in the curd really well. Then you can garnish with any nuts of your choice. So that's also optional. If you like to have as it is, you can, or you can garnish with any nuts of your choice. Roasted nuts will be better. Do try these 2 healthy avlakki recipes and let me know your feedback in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.